Hello everyone, we're here in Winterberg, sunny Winterberg. We're doing a track walk today, and right now we're here at the men's start, where the men start, and the ice is looking fantastic. It's a beautiful day out today, and we should see some fast lines and some fast times today. Hello Dominic, how are you feeling today?
A little bit sick, my stomach hurts.
Excited?
But I tried to throw one down.
Yeah, let's go.
Thank you.
We have a very long and steep start ramp. At the top there's not a lot going on. You don't have a lot of speed. So you just try to relax and not steer as much. And then basically you gain a lot of speed then from corner 9 downwards. And that's where the fun begins. Very nice. You could see the nice and early entrance here into Omega, which is very important to have a nice and even line through Omega, because you can lose a lot of speed and a lot of time here in this curve. So the Winterberg track is actually 1,324 meters long. It has 14 curves, actually 15 if you count corner 0 as well, which is only slightly scratched by men's start. There's not a lot of G-force on this track. I would say the highest G-force you will feel in 9, and then it's very short and open corners, so there's not a lot of G-force on your body. Yeah, other than that, it's considered a track where you don't steer as much as on other tracks, so you need to know how to let the sled run, relax, take your head far back, because aerodynamics are important on this track. It will get quite fast at the bottom of the track. So it's very important to have good aerodynamics on the sled. Okay, so where we've been before, up there was the men's start, and at the lower ramp was the ladies' start. Now we're here looking at the double start, where the women start, it's the start for men and women doubles, going into corner 4. It's actually quite a tricky start corner here, which can send you on your stomach if you're unlucky enough to not have a good cut into in this corner. So down there, that's the VELTINS here in Winterberg. It's a 360-degree curve, which is designed to take away a bit of your speed. And yeah, it's usually not that big of a challenge for the athletes, but it's still very nice to have these kind of corners. Usually there's quite some spectators down there, and you will have some time to look at them going around here in this Kreisel. So right now we're in corner 5. It's a tricky corner for men and women start. You need to build enough pressure to the end of the curve to have a nice crossover to 6, but it's very tricky to not go too early to 6 and not too late, because either way you will have trouble then going to Kreisel. Here in the corner Kreisel, you need to have a nice and early entrance. Around here is the first pressure point where you need to steer. Make the sleds go straight. Then here you don't do very much in the middle, and here you can see the orange thing where you need to make the second steer in the Kreisel. And this one needs to be perfect to have a nice crossover then to corner 8, which we will see in a bit. So this was corner 8. Here we're looking at corner 9. This is quite a tricky transition, which can set off a lot of people, because there's a lot of pressure then coming out of this corner, and you want to be perfect going into corner 9, because you need to hit the pressure point right here. Here you could see a nice steer in the middle of the corner. I would say right about where the Haargasner finishes, you need to have like a 2 to 3 meter steer, a very hard steer, that you carry enough height at the end of a 9, and you get a nice exit out of 9. So here we are at the coach's corner. We can see there's a lot of traffic going on, which means that a lot of people have problems here. And no problem. Well, as I said before, it's quite challenging to carry enough height at the end of 9 to have the nice drive going here into corner 11. This is corner 10, which you just basically just scratch, and then there's the big corner 11 coming up next. Corner 11, big and scary. It's a very long corner, very open. And here you can see the camera right at the end. That's the spot where you want to have enough height that it pushes you early to 12, which is very, very important on this track. You need to have a nice height right there at the camera, that it pushes you nice and early into 12, which allows you then to have a nice turn and easy steer out, middle entrance into 13 and nice entrance into 14. It's very important to do that because otherwise you're going to have too much pressure going to 13 and that's just troubles, and at the end you lose time. Okay, this is coach's corner number 2, the entrance into the labyrinth and the exit of curve 11. So we are at the transition 12-13, the high-speed section of the track. This year it's built quite forgiving. Usually it causes a lot of trouble to a lot of athletes here, this transition. Just the main problem is here that you have too much height at the end of 12, which pushes you early here to curve 13. And yeah, in this high-speed section, this is just trouble. So right now we're in the finish corner number 14, which is a very big corner. It's going uphill. It's a number 1 crash spot for the athletes here in the entrance and to the exit. Yeah, what's so special about this corner is that it's uphill, and you know, wherever there's an uphill section and you have problems, you will lose much more time than you would if it was a downhill curve. So you need to be spot on here in this corner. So we're at the outrun here of the track. Here, the orange line that you can see is the finish line where the time is stopped. You know, it's a very long and nice outrun. It's not very nice if it is raining because it's so fast you're not able to break the sled. But right now, with these conditions that we have today, beautiful sunny Winterberg, which is not usual, it's perfect. Yup. Okay, that's where they will attach the touchpad for the team relay. So the difference between the normal run and the team relay run is that the time is then stopped here and not down there. So it's an extra, I would say, 50 to 100 meter. It doesn't come very quick, so you have a lot of time to prepare yourself to hit the pad. So that was the track walk with me. See you all on Sunday. Let's kick some butt, men's singles and team relay. Let's go.